Hi friends, welcome. Good morning, সুপ্ৰভাত। মই দিল্লীত আছোঁ আৰু এয়া হোটেলৰ ভিতৰৰ কোঠাত আছোঁ। এখন ৱাল পেইণ্টিং দি বেলেগ নহয়। আৰু এতিয়া এঠাইলৈ গৈ আছোঁ। অলপ ভিডিঅ'টো চাই থাকিব, স্কিপ নকৰিব। ক'লৈ গৈ আছোঁ আপোনালোকে গম পাই যাব। আৰু ভিডিঅ'টো স্কিপ নকৰিব, চাই থাকিব, কাৰণ তাত দেশৰ ডাঙৰ ডাঙৰ নেতা, পলিটিচিয়ান, ইভেন ফৰেইনাৰৰ মিনিষ্টাৰ্ছ বহুত আহিব। গতিকে চাই থাকিব ভিডিঅ'টো দেই। ব'লক তেনেহ'লে আমি তালৈকে গৈ আছোঁ, আৰম্ভ কৰোঁ ব'লক। তাৰ আগতে মই ৰুমটো এবাৰ দেখাই দিছোঁ দেই আপোনালোকক। এইটো ৰুমটোৰ ভিতৰত এখন ৱাল পেইণ্টিং আছে, বৰ ধুনীয়া লাগিলে পেইণ্টিংখন। আৰু এইটো আপোনাৰ বিচনা, দুখন বিচনা আছে, দুখন বাৰু মোৰ দৰকাৰ নাই, এখনে ইউজ কৰিছোঁ। আৰু উইণ্ড' আছে, টিভি, আৰু এইটো আপোনাৰ ৱাৰ্ড্ৰব, আৰু এইফালে হ'ল আপোনাৰ ৱাছৰুম। ৱাছৰুমটো বহুত ডাঙৰ, ধুনীয়া ৱাছৰুম, আৰু বেচিন, আহল বহল আৰু এইটো ৱাছৰুমটো।
Exposure which we have now. I think first thing I will do is that our contribution to GDP should be 5%. I don't think less than 5% we can do anything on that sort. I think my second wish will be that I involve the local bodies in making the promotive and preventive healthcare.
My husband almost threw me out. You go looking at every single bit and piece that's lying around. I think I've matured now. So, I would say I'm better off today.
So
Maybe systems have got...
is it changed from daily to now, let's say, weekly or quarterly?
Probably.
Okay. So that's probably the change. After countless accolades, including the ACHS International Medal, which award made you say, let's get a bigger shelf?
I think the time hasn't come as yet. Maybe, Gaurav, when you give me the Lifetime Achievement Award,
Oh, I'll give you really?
I would then say that. Thank you.
Between your roles at CMC, Vellore and Tahoe, how do you find time to unwind? Any of the secret hobbies that we don't know?
If I say that, it's going to be...
No, but we should know.
All right. Every evening, I sit and watch all the Tamil serials in Hotstar. Just within 30 minutes, I watch 5 serials.
Okay.
And when there is Big Boss, I never miss it.
So Big Boss fan. Great. From teaching in Toronto to leading in Vellore, which experience taught you more? Handling students or hospital staff?
Certainly hospital staff. Students, it's difficult, but at least manageable. Hospital staff, I think you really need that perseverance. My skin has become very thick. I was admitted in ICU and they just couldn't take the blood out. It's become very thick. So I think managing hospital staff is a difficult thing.
That was an interesting one. So you recently celebrated your golden milestone. I am putting this as a question because you put it on the Facebook. So it's not something that I was supposed to share or not supposed to share. But then I'm putting it back from the Kaho's team. So did the Kaho team surprise you with a quality certified cake?
They really surprised me, Gaurav. They put up a video and that went into LinkedIn, and I thought, after that I put up my video, by the way. So it went all over the place. And they announced to the world I became 50 years young.
Now, private sector should be incentivized to invest in those states so that to improve availability and, importantly, accessibility. So that will be my 4-5 priorities.
Thank you, sir. Very well said, and I think very, very critical points. He definitely deserves an applause for that.
I would say that in an academic institution, it is important to decide whether a technological innovation is really benefiting the patient. Is it shortening operative time? Is it shortening post-operative recovery? The answer is often yes, say with a lot of robotic surgery. But it also then gets down to looking very, again, as I said, with good peer review, what is the robot use time between practitioners? Because there is a learning curve for a lot of robotic surgery, particularly some of the newer robotic surgery.
এইটো হ'ল ভাৰত মণ্ডপম বহুতেই ডাঙৰ এইটো মানে হল 1 2 3 4 এনেকৈ বহুত হল আছে ইয়াৰ ভিতৰতে আৰু এইটো হলটো চাওক কিমান ডাঙৰ আৰু ইয়াৰ সিকিউৰিটি বহুত হাই সিকিউৰিটি জন মানে তিনটা ফেজত সিকিউৰিটি হয় আৰু এইটো চাওক ইয়াৰ পৰা ভাৰত মণ্ডপৰ পৰা চাই পিনে ভিডিঅ' লৈছিলোঁ ধুনীয়া লাগে ইয়াৰ পৰা ভিউটো কিন্তু এক্সট্ৰিম সাইডলৈকে যাব নিদিয়ে সিকিউৰিটি এলাউ নকৰে তো ইমান ডাঙৰ হল মানে বহুত ভাল লাগে এইটো হ'ল এটা কোম্পানী এটা ৰবট যি আপোনাৰ পেচেণ্টৰ ৰুমৰ পৰা নাৰ্ছিং ষ্টেচন এইবিলাকৰ লগত কমিউনিকেট কৰি পেচেণ্টলৈ দৰৱ নিয়া চেম্পল কালেকশ্যন কৰা এইবিলাক কাম কৰে এই ৰবটটোৰ নাম আলফা ড্ৰইড
To actually welcome her and take the session forward. Over to you, sir. And also we have our Dr. Sangeeta Reddy also joining us.
Respected Sister Shivani ji, Om Shanti, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy,
stops negative and waste thinking and makes peace and power a natural way of living. Let's switch off the screens. We don't need to see screens. We've all got so used to looking at screens that even while standing next to each other, we look at screens. So we can switch off the screen, we can switch on the light. Let's have a normal people-to-people interaction. तो बाद में करते हैं बाकी. Bring your attention here to this point and just visualize there in the center of the forehead a tiny point of light like a little star. It's the energy eye, which is the master of its body. Keep looking at yourself. I am this energy, creator of every thought and feeling. While you keep on looking at yourself, gently say to yourself in every situation, calm and stable in every situation. Am a peaceful being. Situations may not be my way. I respond through my nature of peace. I am a loveful being. Love and respect, care and compassion is my nature. People may be my way, not be my way. I'm using it as a distractor. I'm using it as a distractor. So let's not use content as a distractor, because the distractor is becoming a depleter. And when a distractor becomes a depleter, then it becomes an addiction. And once it becomes an addiction, I get depleted more. And when I get depleted more, I need the distractor more. Just for 1 month, experiment and see, 10 minutes before you go to sleep, if you want to consume content, don't consume content which is a distractor, but consume content which is an energizer. What we watch, read, listen becomes the source of our thoughts. And our thoughts become our sanskar, and our sanskar is the vibration which we radiate at home and at work. So can we consume highest vibrational content for 10 minutes before we go to sleep? How many can do that? Because when we go to sleep, then the next 6-8 hours, that high vibrational content is going to process not just in your mind, it's going to vibrate to every cell of your body and heal your mind and body both.
In recent years, many of our global initiatives have revolved around health security. This is a domain where India has been the first responder, a development partner, a supply chain link, a health solution provider, a knowledge center, and in many ways, especially in the last decade, an exemplar. Allow me to dilate on these different dimensions.
Under his leadership, the stellar contributions of the Ministry of External Affairs have been recognized globally, whether it's BRICS, the Quad. In fact, he's just come from the G20 Foreign Ministers Summit in Johannesburg, landed today and come here, and we really appreciate that. So thank you so much, Your Excellency, for finding time.
Hi. I am from Sweden.
I'm from Sweden.
Coming to Delhi for visits. Being with us. My channel, you have the YouTube. Tell your name, please. Daniel. Okay. Have a nice day in Delhi. Okay. Bye bye.
এইটো দিল্লীৰ ৰাজপথ ৰাতিপুৱা দিল্লীৰ এই গ্ৰীনাৰীটো মোৰ চবতকৈ ভাল লাগে আহল বহল ৰাস্তা চাৰিওফালে সেউজীয়া যলৈকে গৈছোঁ মানে আৰু আছে আহি ভাৰত মণ্ডপম পালোঁ ভাৰত মণ্ডপমটো আচলতে বাহিৰৰ পৰা দেখিবলৈ এনেকুৱা কিবা অলপ বেলেগ ডিজাইনত বনাইছে এইসকলৰ লগত মই খোজকাঢ়ি গৈ আছোঁ ভাৰত মণ্ডপৰ প্ৰায় 2 কিলোমিটাৰ খোজকাঢ়িছোঁ দেই চাটল বাছত অহা নাই খোজকাঢ়ি ভাৰত মণ্ডপ লৈ আহিছোঁ
I request all of you to please clear the aisles. Please take your seats and settle down. Please give a round of applause and welcome our distinguished dignitaries on stage. Just a minute or two, we will be welcoming our chief guest on stage as well. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together and give a round as well. Please give a round of applause and welcome Dr. Preeta Reddy, Executive Vice Chairperson, Apollo Hospitals Enterprises Limited, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, Managing Director, Apollo Hospitals Enterprises Limited. Please give a round of applause and welcome His Excellency Abdullah Nazim Ibrahim, Minister of Health, Maldives, His Excellency Dr. Frank Anthony, Minister of Health, Guyana. Please welcome His Excellency Madhutiji Matsubela, Minister of Health, Eswani. And please welcome His Excellency Peony Ramnava, Assistant Health Minister, Ministry of Health and Medical Services, Fiji. The Honourable Minister of Health and Family Welfare and Chemicals and Fertilizers and our dignitaries on stage to please come forward to light the ceremonial lamp. Also on stage we have a few students of Badri Bhagat Ved Vidyalaya, and we request our dignitaries on stage to please light the lamp so that our conference begins on a very auspicious note.
गणपति जगवंदना शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन शंकर सुवन भवानी नंदन गाय गणपति जगवंदना सिद्धि सदन गजवदन विनायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सबदायक कृपा सिंधु सुंदर सवदायक गाये गणपति जगवंदना मोदक प्रिय मोद मंगलदाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता विद्यावारिधि बुद्धि विधाता गाये गणपति जगवंदना मांगत तुलसीदास कर चोरे मांगत
Services PG. Various nations whose vision and leadership continues to shape the future of global healthcare. I would request our chief guest, the Honorable Minister Shri Jagat Prakash Nadda, to please felicitate our international health ministers who have graced us with their presence. I request you to please give a token of appreciation to His Excellency Abdullah Nazim Ibrahim, the Minister of Health, Maldives.
Apollo Hospital, Dr. Sangeeta Reddy, Joint Managing Director, Apollo Hospitals, my
An absolute breathtaking performance by Piper team. Thank you so much. Let's have another huge round of applause for the Piper team, please. Their artistry.
In recent years, many of our global initiatives have revolved around health security. This is a domain where India has been the first responder, a development partner, a supply chain link, a health solution provider, a knowledge center, and in many ways, especially in the last decade, an exemplar. Allow me to dilate on these different dimensions.